afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast. Lehr with me, your host Imperial Dane, Master of Instruction, covering here today the Comet tank available for the British, available here from the company command post after the Hammer specialization at a 500 manpower on an 85 fuel. It is the heavier of sort of the tanks available here to the British non-doctrinally. Besides the Churchill, it's not quite as heavy as that, obviously, but it does perform better versus armor, is more fast, and has a lot of neat abilities amongst other things. And for starters, like the Cromwell, for example, it does have access to the tank commander, which of course allows it to vet up faster, which gets more to the bonuses, but also makes it more accurate. Both machine guns and main gun overall a pretty solid upgrade again for just 25 munitions. Otherwise, regarding the Comet, you got access to cruise self-defense. There's a grenade, can still be quickly lobbed in enemy infantry, anti-tank guns. You get war speed there, of course, if you repair it, and you find you also have access to the smoke shell, which of course allows you to obfuscate target. You know, quickly say a pack 40 or something else. And here's the thing though, with Veterancy 1, it becomes replaced by white phosphorus, which means you can actually use to clear up pack 40s in your way, or machine gun emplacements, arcade weapons like buildings, and so on, making it actually rather versatile in the infantry department. In terms of stats, it's got 120 man health. It's that sense a bit close to a Panther, in fact, in some senses. It's almost got the same level of penetration as the Panther. It's almost got the same health. It's almost got the same armor. The difference is, though, the Comet is faster or more accurate on the move than the Panther. It also performs notably better than the Panther, and I do believe it actually has a higher rate of fire than the Panther. Which all means that in many senses the Comet actually enjoys several advantages over the Panther. Sure, as one-on-one slugfight, you're not going to win over the Panther, but if you're going to try and out-Panther, you're rather asking for a beating, cruising for a bruising. Instead, use the Comet properly, and it can do quite a bit of damage. For example, supported by the vehicles, other armor, like say NAC or Cromwell tank, you actually do a lot of damage with your Comet tank versus infantry and the likes. In that sense, the Comet is actually a rather versatile piece of armor that can take on most medium and medium armor, threaten heavy armor quite handily, and is again can sort of cover up, can also deal with infantry and support weapons in a rather serious and nasty of manners. And as against veterancy, it becomes more accurate. And at Veterancy 3, it actually gains the ability to throw grenades around for free at any infantry target nearby. I mean, again, it's really going to just murder infantry. Again, it's sort of emphasized also just an ability to just keep moving and keep shooting overall, meaning the Comet is a pretty mean piece of equipment. As long as you don't try to slug out with a Panther, and again, remember, use mobility, use maneuver. Again, the higher accuracy on the move really means, again, that's where it's intended to be used. Keep moving, keep shifting, keep flanking, keep murdering away, and you will do pretty well with the Comet. Supported by, say, something like a Cromwell or an AC, and you'll do actually pretty fine. So in that sense, I mean, the Comet is a pretty good tank for its price, and unlike the Panther, you don't have to go for 4th tier. You just have to have the specialization, which is still cheaper than the Wehrmacht's 4th tier, for example, and you get out the Comet. So, I mean, if you handle the Comet properly, it will do you well. It will do quite a bit of damage to the enemy, and again, you'll be quite happy. Again, expect a Panther, you'll get disappointed, but obviously, again, if you want a Panther, play the Germans. But again, pretty good medium tank, sort of heavy thing there. Again, tough, durable, can deal with armor quite nicely, and again it can also murder infantry quite nicely. Use it correctly, support it properly, and it can do quite well. So keep those things in mind. Again, you'll do quite well. Of course, as the Germans, I mean, how do you fight it? Again, you sort of try to just minimize its mobility, its movement as much as possible, depending on what you use. I mean, if you're the German, for example, couple of Stooks are probably one of your better options. As of course you get flanked, in which case you're screwed, unless you base them properly. Panther, obviously an option that's going to be rather expensive, obviously, and going to be a bit more vulnerable to infantry, but it's an option. Tigers can also work, and as of course it gets flanked, in which case again you're a bit in trouble. So I mean, in that sense, again, you really want to avoid the Comet flanking. If it does that, then kind of trouble. Of course, you also want to keep your infantry safe, because it can and will hurt your infantry badly. So there you go, and of course try to use, for example, some of this ability again. For example, again, Veterans 1, White Phosphorus Shell. It's going to solve all of your pack and infantry problems quite nastily. So hopefully this has been instructional, hopefully this has been educational. If it has, feel free to follow the channel, subscribe to it, like the video, share it with friends, and of course, as always, also support is most valuable, so that's what allows me to keep making this videos. Consider donating. There's a link there in the video description where you can sort of throw a bit of a buck there for me, most appreciative. Not, of course, fair enough, but also if you do use that blogger, kindly consider not using it on my videos, as I mean, I do get a bit of ad revenue there. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all another time. This is Imperial Ning signing off. Cheers!